but we just finished making everything and wanted to come on and share with you guys what we made and also just share some of my testimony as well. I know some of you guys probably seen the videos, but just in case you haven't, well, I'll let Ms. Regina introduce herself and then I'll continue.
Hi, I'm Regina Buford, and I've been helping Anita since the end of January, 1st of February, with meal preps to help her to get adjusted with a lifestyle of changing the way that she eats and how she prepares her food.
Yes, and it has been such a blessing. I'm so grateful for Gina. It's been fun, lots of new recipes, things that I would have never tried, like tuna steaks, and just very creative, and so just helping me be able to adjust the way of eating to help reverse the diabetes. And so if you guys haven't saw the other videos, I was sharing my testimony from when I was in the hospital in January and I was diagnosed with DKA. My blood sugar was 930 and I should have been in a coma, but I thank God that I wasn't. They was trying to figure out how I was walking and talking. I was extremely dehydrated and they told me I was going to be on insulin for the rest of my life. I didn't receive that. I knew that it could be reversed, although many of my other family members have diabetes, but I just knew that wasn't my portion and that wasn't what God had for me.
Amen.
And so even in the hospital, I started asking them for different meals to eat. Like they would give me grits every day and pasta. I'm like, ain't this supposed to be a diabetic menu? And then I was like, it is, but you can get it in portion. I'm like, y'all give me this every day. So like, can I get some grilled chicken? You know, I don't want tea, give me water.
Right.
So it was definitely a very difficult process, very difficult to adjust to. The needles was very difficult, being visually impaired. I will say this is one of the most challenging things I've ever had to deal with my vision. I've usually been able to find accommodations easily, but this was one of the things that was very challenging. I was able to do it once I got home, but the finger pricks and finding the blood on my finger to get it was very difficult in the beginning, and just having to FaceTime people and also just how my body was feeling. I didn't really adjust well to, well, I wouldn't say well, but it was a lot that my body had to adjust to. So I was constantly sleepy, I was constantly drained. I would get cramps from doing different things. That's why someone had to go help me with cooking and just doing basic things, because my arms would start cramping, my legs would start cramping. I had to like sit down and rest. My blood pressure was elevated if I was doing too much. And so it was just a journey that became beautiful. It was not beautiful in the beginning because I ain't like none of it, especially the needles. Like I was okay, like when they told me that you got to change what you eat, okay, fine, like I can do that. But the needles, I was just like, no, there has to be like another way. And like the whole time I was in the hospital, I just kept hearing like my dad, because my dad was also on insulin, and he used the pins that click, and so I just kept hearing like his pen clicking in my head. So it was like a whole nother level of grief that I had to then work through and then process how I was gonna give myself insulin. Like I gotta stick myself with a needle about 5-6 times a day. What? Like who's gonna do that? Like
No.
And so I just thank God for Gina and all of my community that has also been helping me, encouraging me, praying for me. And so we just wanted to come on and share some of the what we made tonight and just some of the other meals and things that have been incorporated.
And I just wanted to say that Nita she was a great student from beginning. Very first day I come into her home, I just let her know different things we just got to get rid of. And sometimes that just has to be a choice. And Nita accepted that choice of taking those different things, that sugar, regular sugar out, a lot of stuff that's just white, that flour. She just had to take it out of her house because she can't have that in her diet. One of the things she told me, I asked her, so what are the things that you really, really like to eat, or you feel like you haven't eaten if you haven't had this thing? And one of the things she said was potatoes. And I do know that's one thing that is is actually a deal breaker for someone who's dealing with diabetes. So I let her know, hey, we got to find another alternative. Though there are times where she may want some and she may be able to consume it, but she would have to use portion control. And if she can't use and be disciplined to do the portion control, then it would be best to just eliminate that from her diet altogether. So I really appreciate Nita for being open and honest with me, you know, allowing me to come in her home. And she was, like I stated, a great student. She embraced the things. And also, too, another thing that's added for Nita is that Nita likes a lot of different things. A lot of people don't like mushrooms, they don't like onions, they don't like peppers. So those are some of the things that give your food really good seasoning, and that's a natural seasoning without using salt, without using a lot of different sodiums. You know, I told her, you know, to get some vegetable broth, chicken broth, things like that to season her food. Sodium, she had to reduce the sodium intake, and she was a big help in that area. She went out and got sodium-free, fragrant seasonings and things. Mrs. Dash is a good one that she used, different flavors and everything. And of course, like the Trinity, you know, garlic powder, onion powder. Hey, but hey, it is help you for not getting those. That extra salt in. So she did good with that. So we did try, I introduced her, asked her, have you ever eaten tuna steaks? And she's like, no, Aunt Gina. So we got that. So her best is that she loves salmon. So we did those, and I showed her different ways of doing those. And so we did have a lot of different recipes. So from week to week, I would come in maybe like on a Monday or Tuesday, absolutely not past a Wednesday. I have been here having a meet on a Wednesday, but not to go past that, because meal prep is very important. So that she don't, if she doesn't meal prep or prepare for that at the first of the week, then it's easy when it gets in the week and you haven't had that, it's easy just to pick up something to take in and then eat it. And then she'll eat that, and out of these good results that she's getting, and all of a sudden she'll start feeling bad and things because she grabbed something to eat because I'm hungry.
Right.
So then we don't want to do that. So and she's been a good student of that. She normally gets her groceries on either Sundays and Mondays. And then I'm over here on Monday, Tuesdays, or Wednesday we're prepping. We cutting up onions, peppers, and different things. So I'm really proud of her about that. She tried different recipes. One of the other friends, Miss Sherry, Sherry Berry, she gave her a recipe for a one-pan sheet meal, and we did the onion, we did the sausage, kielbasa sausage, and shrimp and a cabbage, and we put all of that in the season and everything, and a little bit of chicken broth, put foil over, put it in the oven, and it was just one quick meal, and we made those bowls up for her. She had easy, she would have her salads already made and everything, so that was really good.
We made it that 2 weeks, and shout out to Sherry. Sherry
yes,
really been
thank you, Sherry.
Sherry gave me needles and just different supplies, so thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry Berry.
And that recipe was 2 weeks because we made that the following
week. Yes,
we
did. we did. And then we did it with chicken.
Yeah,
we did it with chicken instead of the shrimp. So yes, that was good.
It was good.
Last week we made Nita wanted to do overnight oats because we're doing a fast, and so she did the overnight oats, and they were really good. We took those apples, those Granny Smith apples, and diced them up and everything. Used lemon juice, olive oil. I would have never thought to even saute fruit in olive oil, but it was good. You couldn't even tell the difference too.
And we did, what's my sweet there? I forgot. The agave.
The agave, yes.
And the apple pie cinnamon.
We used an apple spice seasoning, and then we used this regular cinnamon. No brown sugar, no regular sugar, nothing. Even with the sweet potatoes. We did sweet potatoes, baked them in the oven, and then I sliced them so many minutes, and then we slice them so they're not as hard, and then we put them back in there and let them bake. You know, air fryer, and did good with a turkey bacon. We made. I went home and told my husband about it. He was like, "You did what, babe?" And I was like, "Yeah." It didn't even look no trace of sweet potatoes at all. So you didn't look like a sweet potato, nor did it taste like it did.
Right.
So of course I get the privilege of tasting
Yes.
sometimes whatever we do, so I really appreciate that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Anita, today let's tell them this was all Anita's ideas. She let me know. She had everything prepped up whenever I got here today. It was very little today that I had to do. So she did up much all of the leg work. So you want to tell us what all we got today?
Sure.
We did?
So first we have fajita bowls, and the one that's open. So we have the fajita bowls, and we have black beans. We have sauteed peppers and onions. So we sauteed those first. And then, so that was our first one, and then we made a fruit salsa.
Yes.
And
Strawberry
y'all,
fruit
this
salsa.
is so good. I'm gonna get this. Like, it's strawberries, blueberries, and then we kind of mash some strawberries and blueberries and add a little bit of lemon juice and some agave syrup to it. That was it, right?
That was it?
And then mix that, and then you add the strawberries and blueberries to it. And mix it together, and then we made some tortillas and brushed it with cinnamon and
the whole
olive
wheat.
oil. Yes,
The whole wheat tortillas is what we use.
Yeah, and we baked those in the air fried those for 6 minutes, and we got our chips, and then
put that there. And
lastly, but definitely not least, is our homemade hummus. So I had purchased like hummus because Gina, like I said, she was giving me different ideas. So I had like hummus from the store, but I saw this recipe, so I wanted to try it. And so we got, I got a can of chickpeas, and we also blended water, the juice of a whole lemon, the tahini,
like a Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, like a butter.
Yeah,
butter
it's kind of like an almond butter. Peanut butter. Added the tahini, cumin, garlic, and garlic cloves, and salt, a little bit of salt.
Just a little dash.
And you mix that together, and then you add in the 1 can of chickpeas and blend that as well. And y'all, I will not be buying hummus in the store again. Like, this is so good.
It really is.
Especially, and then even making the chips to go with it. Like, and then we also made some more apples tonight, because I'll probably do some more overnight oats later. And I might top those as well with some of my blueberries and strawberries, because I have some other fruit that I didn't use that I'm going to save for like some overnight oats as well. And so that's everything that we made tonight.
Yes, and thank you for being with us, and thank you, Nita, for inviting me in your home. We're still here with her. I'm gradually trying to scoot on out to see how Nita do, but I really want her to have great success, and I know that she will have great success in this, and she'll be able to help other people to stay fearlessly beautiful. So thank you so much. I love you, I have enjoyed being here with you. If you need me anytime, I'm just a phone call away. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
All right, love you too.
So thank you guys for watching.
Thank
Hope you guys got some inspiration or some ideas. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or want more information about any of the recipes that we share. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.